Hey folks, TechTucker here. In today's video, we are back. Apologies for the long pause, but life got in the way. Anyways, I'll go through a bit of a channel update. Got some packages to open that I've literally been sitting on for weeks. Oops. And I'll also just go over a quick game hunt and show some pickups that I've had in the time that I've been away. So without further ado, let's get started. I need to get used to that again. Okay, so to answer the question, why the break? So in general, it was because I went on holiday and I didn't pre-record anything or whatnot. So I came back. I was going back to work and such. But I've been very tired and I've had a lot of social obligations recently. So that is calming down now. To where we're at now, I don't really have anything on for a good while now. So it literally was all good stuff, nothing bad. So don't worry about that, folks. But yeah, in terms of that break, it also meant I've been very tired recently, so any free time I've had, it's either been playing video games or literally sleeping. I've been catching up on a lot of sleep lately, because yeah, I'm with my job that I started in July as well. It's office-based as well, so I think my body's still adjusting to that just a little bit, considering I have worked from home for the last 4 years, but now my game room is solely a game room, and I do not do a shred of work in here, which is very nice. So I've been taking some time to enjoy that. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was, just on holiday, social obligations, life got in the way. I'm going to be back on Sundays as per usual. 2 videos a week is probably not going to happen just because I really don't have the time to do it at the moment. But in the coming months, hopefully I'll be able to go out further afield and do some more video game hunts and stuff. For now, however, it probably will just be, take it as it comes. But I'm also interested in doing some Pokemon videos, so that'll be like Pokemon trading card stuff. I think I'm going to keep it exclusively to shorts, just so it doesn't, flood the feed, and so for the guys that are here exclusively for game hunts and collection videos, it shouldn't really affect you, and then can build a separate little audience for Pokemon card pack openings and things like that, just because I enjoy watching those shorts, and I'm like, you know what, if I'm buying the cards, I've recently gotten back into that, I kind of want to do it again. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to the game hunt. Hey folks, welcome back to another game hunt. So, here we are in Edinburgh. I took a quick trip here recently just to have a wee scour of the charity shops and such, since I had a pre-arranged night out at the pub. So yeah, having a look at these first couple of shops, there really isn't anything. It is very slim pickings at the minute. It's been a month or two since I've been here, because I saw this Tom Clancy double agent game. I don't have this in the collection, so I took up to the till. It was in decent enough condition. I was like, yes, sure, I'll pick up if it's cheap enough. CEX sell this for £1, as well as Deus Ex, Human Revolution, which, yeah, they wanted £3 each for these games, which is an absolute joke. CEX selling for £1 each, not happening. So, yeah, I did end up leaving those, despite the fact that I would have quite liked to have taken them both home with me. But here they do have a box of some other games, again, £2 for some PlayStation 3 titles like Uncharted and such, which, fair enough, whatever, it's nothing I'm after here, but, it was cool to find nonetheless. And here I do find something odd, which seems to be a Japanese Mega Drive game for £3.50. I already have Desert Strike, so I didn't really need to pick this one up. But I also wasn't sure of its authenticity. It just doesn't look that legitimate to me anyways, so I just ended up leaving it regardless. Would you have picked that up? Let me know in the comments below. But yes, that's you've got some Guitar Hero, more Uncharted, so on to the next shop, which is Cash Converters. So again, here, there's some decent prices on stuff, but for the games that they do have, I already have them all. Minus this copy of Divinity 2, they more or less had it price-wise spot on, similar to CEX, so I didn't feel any need to pick this one up. So I did end up leaving it. Although I do want it in the collection, it's one of those games where I know I won't really play it, so I'm not willing to drop 20 quid on a game that is just going to gather dust. I recorded a bunch of the PlayStation systems here, as they did have a bunch of the limited edition ones, which is always really cool to see, and I did notice that anniversary PlayStation controller sitting there as well. So having a look at the PlayStation 1 games again, it's a lot of the same stuff they've had before, so I'm not overly bothered. Same with the 3DS stuff, it's all just stuff that's been sitting rotting on the shelves for months. I think a lot of it is priced too high. It's like, Cash Converters is really good for, giving you a good deal, but the same sort of stuff is always rotting on the shelves. But on the British Heart Foundation next door, they did have these cool Marvel, hardback book things. They're probably comics, I'm not sure, but yeah. Would you have picked those up or even asked the price? I just thought they looked cool, so I recorded a quick bit of footage. Yes, in this Cancer Research Shop, overpriced games as per usual, and I did see this Bluetooth adapter, which I half considered, but I don't really need it, so I just left it. And in there, I did have a look at the cards. Note there was a couple of holos best, and not only that, they were marked up and damaged, so I ended up not getting any, and it was a £10 per card, when a lot of those cards are worth like 10p. But anyways, we are over to CEX here, and they do have some decent stuff in this store. But again, it's one of those where I've got all this stuff that I'm really after at this point, so it is just to kind of look out and try and find some more obscure stuff. Like again, Mario Party 3 is a good one to find. The cartridge looks like it was in nice condition too, but I already have Mario Party 3. And a small selection of Sega Mega Drive games and some PlayStation 1 titles. I do kind of want Final Fantasy Anthology at some point. But again, rather than buying a game like that out of CEX, I think I'd rather go down the eBay route, to be perfectly honest. So, having a look at the 360 games here, you know me, I love my 360. Just having a general peruse here, not really seeing anything that's striking me that I need this title. Again, with the 360, I've got loads of games, and I think I've got a majority of the cheap titles that are worth owning. Unless I was going for a complete set, but even then, I still own the majority of these games. They do have a copy of El Shaddai, and that one is shot up. I remember when that was like £8. I regret not buying it then. I did open it, had no manual, so I've left it. Again, it's one of those where I do want that copy of the game, but I'm just not willing to drop £30 on it without manual. I'll be able to get a better deal off eBay. Who knows, maybe invented, but yeah. Having a look here, I do have pretty much all these games, so it's a real struggle when you're at that point in your collection. Especially when you want to buy some stuff. But yeah, having a quick look at the PS3 games, because I have recently acquired the PS3 and my brother fixed for me. But it's one of those where I've not really got a huge idea as to what I want to collect PlayStation-wise. But I do find this nice copy of Metal Gear Solid 4 for £5. Has a slipcover in good condition. I opened up, it's all complete. So stay tuned for pickups where I go over what I do end up taking away with me. And yeah, just some other games here. Again, a lot of this stuff I own on the 360. But yeah, having a quick look at the PSP here, and we are going back to the game room, but not before I show you a quick bit of footage from my local CEX, the world's fakest copy of Minish Cap. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that game hunt. I did not find much on that hunt specifically, but what I did end up picking up, I've got a small stack of games here that I've picked up in the time I have been, away. Again, it's really not that much, it's just cheap bits and pieces here and there. But in the CEX in Edinburgh, I did indeed pick up Metal Gear Solid 4, because I do have a PlayStation 3, and my brothers are playing through Metal Gear Solid recently. 4 is the one they're currently playing. It is complete in very nice condition, and it had a slipcover, which I haven't seen very often. The only other copy I've seen with the slipcover has been ripped. So you know what, I was very happy to pick this one up for the price I did. And in terms of new releases, not had many. But I did pick up the new Astro Bot. It is in the PlayStation. I've yet to get around to it, but it is installed, ready for me to play. But I've been playing some Bloons Tower Defense 6, which came out on PlayStation not all that long ago, and I just happened to find it by scrolling the PlayStation Store, and you knew I had to have it. So we have a 360 title here, WWE 2K14. Got this out the British Heart Foundation for £2, as you'll see there. They once had it at £5, which is ridiculous. So I think that rounds off the 360 set of WWE games. I might be missing 2K17, I believe it is, on the 360, but I'll pick that up at some point. So got this copy of SteamWorld Dig 2, managed to get that out of the game for £2. It says $7.99 on it, but it was not. Yeah, you can see here. Oh wow, that bright, there we go, £2. It is complete, it was technically a new copy. So happy to add that to the collection, as I had my eye on it for like Switch and stuff in the past, but I did not want to spend that kind of money on it. So this one I did get a good few weeks ago now in my local CEX. It's Enchanted Arms. This is a game I've been on the hunt for a little while, so it's nice to add this RPG to the collection. Of course, you know me, it is complete. Got CEX receipt in there. I've not been getting vouchers or anything as of late, just because they never have anything in stock that I actually want. So it's usually, if it's like £10 or under, I'm quite happy to just pay cash for it anyways, as I've probably spend that on eBay regardless. So yeah. And then a friend of mine I met up with recently had some PlayStation 2 games to give away. He gave me these two games for £7, which is an absolute steal. Both complete. I asked for Spider-Man just because it has the manual, but it's PlayStation 2 specific, so oh well, I wanted to upgrade my 360 copy. And Rayman 10th Anniversary Collection, I wanted that just because it's a cool collection of games, as you can see here. Yeah, just happy I had that on the collection. Like, I've got them all bar Rayman Revolution, so yeah, it'll be a nice addition to the collection. I can maybe sell the other ones off or something like that. So I went to CEX today, and for the first time in a while I actually bought multiple games. Been a long time since I managed to do that. First game here is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. This is a childhood game. I played it on the GameCube growing up. So this is one that I really did want. I just didn't want to buy it sometimes, and half times that I did see it and didn't have manual. So yeah, managed to snag it for £8, which is not too shabby. Then a game, Alien Syndrome. Very happy to pick this one up as well. I believe it's like Pixel Paul or something that says it's a pretty good game. I might be off the mark there. But I don't know if it's like the DS version specifically or something like that. But yeah, it was complete, £1.50. I was quite happy to pick that up because a big problem I have with my game collecting at the minute is everything is cheap. I've got all the stuff that I want that's cheap. I'm more or less at a point where I consider this game collection not complete as such, like, because there'll always be obscure games that, you know, you've not heard of, and be like, oh, I fancy that, and you'll pick it up at some point. But yeah, I'm at the point where that's getting harder and harder. I'm like, okay, I've got this game, I want this game, but it costs like £200, so absolutely not. I do have another game that's an expensive one, but I did get cartridge only that I've been wanting for a long time, and I got it for a good price because of the condition, so when that arrived, I'll let you guys know. But got Cruising on the Wii, of course, just because of the history of this one, you know, the arcade series. It just looked cool for £1. Happy to pick that one up in complete condition for the collection. And then last but certainly not least out of pickups, we do have Little King's Story. Finally got this one. I've actually been on the lookout for this one for years, but it's one that on eBay would always cost like £5 plus, and UCEX used to have like £1 or £2. It's went up a little bit, but £3 is still a good price to purchase this one for, so yeah, do have those packages still to open, so I'll do that in just a moment. But in terms of what I've gotten recently, not a huge pile. This is probably over like the last 2 months or so that I've actually gotten these games. But yeah, quite happy to, you know, add some games that I wanted in the collection for some time, like Enchanted Arms, Scooby-Doo, Alien Syndrome, Metal Gear Solid 4, for example. So yeah, now we'll go on to the packages and see what's in them. Alright, so this one is an eBay package, and I really should have opened this a lot sooner than I have now, because if it's in terrible condition or something like that, I cannot return this, because it's been over a month. It wasn't expensive though, and it is resealed from what I believe, but it was a guy on Instagram, Collector Catharsis, I believe his name is. I'll leave a link in the description. Absolutely lovely gentleman, spoke to him a few times, and yeah, this is resealed, because it's got the original Xbox seal sticker, but you can see it is opened. So anyways, this is Italian, but it's a fighting game that I've had my eye on for some time that I did want that was like £10 back in the, well, I say back in the day, like maybe half a year earlier. And it is Battle Fantasia. This game just looks really cool. I'm going to rip this open, hope the condition is good. The seller had loads of copies, probably got none left now. CEX sell this for like 30 odd quid, or at least it did the last time I checked. This seal does not want to come off. Why even reseal games? What's the point? It's like, this thing does not want to open. But anyways, I've got this title. I want to check the condition. Oh, I've got a little screwdriver here I can stab it with. There we go. That'll do the trick. Ah, that was awkward. Yeah, it's like cling film basically that they've resealed this with. What's even the point? It does feel nice at the very least. Like, it feels like a clean copy, although it is quite crumpled. On the back there. I'll try and reflect the light. I don't think you guys will see it. Of course, the one time I want the light to do something, it doesn't. But anyways, there's some plastic on the disc somehow. So it does have the instruction manual, so that's all well and good. Arc Systems, so that's pretty good. Well-renowned developer. To be fair, the disc is spotless, so I've got no complaints here. It's just weird to reseal a game. But yeah, happy to add this one to the collection. So now give it me a moment and we will grab the other package. Alright, so we have this package. This is one I ordered some time ago now. Don't know how long ago. Maybe June. Nah, it was before June. Maybe May. Maybe May. It was a super rare release, and it is one that has been on my Steam wishlist for some time. And yes, it looks good. So there goes some trading card thing. Of course, super rare games always send you that nice card there. And this title is Cassette Beasts. So this is like probably the most, you know, I'm not huge into like Pokemon clones or anything like that, or rip-offs if you will. But Cassette Beasts looked unique enough and was reviewed well enough where I was like, yes, I will give this one a go. Because I did pick up Nexon one, but meh. Monster Crown always kind of looked interesting to me, but I never bothered with that. And now I've got Cassette Beasts. So of course, since they released it in physical format, I missed it initially, and then they're like, we're going to do more copies because it's our most popular physical release ever, basically. So I was like, alright, I'll pick up a copy. I don't know if this one will ever hold too much value because they made quite a lot of them, but honestly, I don't care. I just want the game. When I do want to play it, of course, I'll rip this one open unless it gets a really good sale on Steam before I do fancy playing it. Then, you know, I'll just buy digital and keep this one nice and sealed. So I've got a few super rare games, not many, but like 3 or 4. So I think this might be my 4th one, just looking at the shelf. I don't buy a lot of super rare games. I got Fast RMX, I got Shelter Generations, and I got Old School Musical, just because, again, those games look cool to me. But yes, very happy to add Cassette Beasts to the collection. And there we have it, folks. So yeah, now that's us, you know, back up to doing uploads again. I'll try not to take such a long break again, but I do appreciate it if you stuck this far in the video. Please drop a comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, of course, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Thanks and goodbye.